All right, what's up, y'all? Monday, the 22nd of July. And I'm going to talk about this Joe Biden stepping down. And, you know, I've spoken to two women that it's amazing how people don't understand politics. And so I'm talking to two women, and their perspective and their narrative is the exact same thing. Kamala Harris, one of them said that it'd be best that they get Michelle Obama to come and run for president. And I've learned, as I did a video about 3 weeks ago. In that video, I said, you gotta know when to shut the fuck up. A lot of black folks get into conversations that they actually have they don't have the experience, not the experience, because talking don't require experience. What talking requires is knowledge on topic. So the one woman said that she wants Michelle Obama to become president. And she thinks that the Democratic Party should get Michelle Obama in there. Now, I'm listening to this woman talk, and I'm saying to myself, to me, it is amazing how people don't understand politics. So I'm gonna say this again. This would be the perspective and narrative that I tell people all the time. People, the Democratic Party is full of shit. It's the Democratic Party that is full of shit. And it doesn't matter who we get in there. It's the Democratic Party that's full of shit. And when you listen to people talk about, oh, all the things that Joe Biden is doing is Joe Biden's doing. No, it's the Democratic Party. There's an agenda that happens when you become a politician. And you gotta, as I tell people in simple terms, you cannot bring a birthday cake to a pizza party. You can't bring a birthday cake to a pizza party. A pizza party is just that, a pizza party. So let me see if I can. Now I'm gonna play this for y'all so you can understand. Listen.
This is who should really be paying reparations to the black community.
Listen.
I'm gonna say one word: reparations. Who ends up paying for it? Let me ask you, just as a community.
I can tell you that. I feel that the Democratic Party should pay reparations to blacks because it was in the 1800s when the Republicans, which was known as abolitionists, separated from the Dixiecrats because they did not want to continue slavery. So after the abolitionists helped black people become Republicans and they changed their name, black people were able to own businesses. They was able to create the Black Wall Street, Rosewood. They were the most wealthiest communities in the United States. And so it was the Democratic Party who created the Ku Klux Klan, and the Klan were the ones who hated the blacks for creating Black Wall Street, and that's why they dropped the bomb on Black Wall Street. It was the Klan that did that. If anybody owes black people money and reparation, it should be the Democratic Party.
Now, what you just heard a man say, if anybody should pay us, is the Democratic Party for what they did. See, the Democrats said, we don't want to kill black people under the perspective and narrative of Democrats. So we'll create the Ku Klux Klan. We'll create a scary entity. We'll give them political power and the perspective of you can kill and do whatever you want. But we're going to be over here looking innocent as Democrats while the Ku Klux Klan kill black folks. Fast forward. Can't be serious, man. Wow. Whenever a school bus is going faster than you, you know you're driving slow. So, fast forward to 120 years later, we are now, as black people, looking at the Democrats like, oh, Donald Trump is the bad guy and Democrats is the savior. That is not what history tells us. It's not what history tells us. So when I look at history, it tells me I will never vote for a Democrat again. So this thing that's going on with Joe Biden, this thing that's going on with Joe Biden, you got to think. They would try to put a woman in there because they think that enough women getting together voting will put a Democrat back in office. But they know good and damn well nobody could beat Trump. So anybody going up against Trump from the Democratic Party know they're committing a political suicide. They know they're going to lose. That's an L they're going to have on their jacket. And I was trying to tell these two women that I was talking to, because I don't talk to men no more. I've learned that as I tell individual, shut the fuck up. Another story, another video. But I was trying to tell one of the women anyway. The history of the Democratic Party, if you look at what they did in this last excuse me, if you look at what the Democrats did in this last campaign with Joe Biden, it was total arrogance and total disrespect, not to black people, but it was total disrespect to the American people as a whole. If there's anybody out there that thinks that any Democrat should run against any Republican, let's just not put Donald Trump in the mix of it. The Democrats is the biggest enemy, not to black people, but the biggest enemy to America itself. They're enemy to our democracy. They're an enemy to our way of life. Only Democrats. I gotta close it, little buddy. I'm sorry. Oh, you ain't even in the window anyway. Democrats are the ones that President Obama signed the NAFTA, the North America Free Trade Agreement. That's why the jobs in America has went downhill. When President Trump got into office, he put stripes on steel. When he put stripes on steel, that got jobs back in America. That's why we had the number one employment in history. Democrats are destroyers. If you don't understand that, then it really is a shame for you. It is a shame for you as an adult not to understand politics like that. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna just come and be frank and be honest with you. I would only want a Democrat to get into office to put the final nail in the coffin of black folks. Because it's just something about how stupid we are. It's just something about how we think and we rate politics based on racism. It is amazing that Donald Trump lost the last election. It is amazing that any Democrat got a vote with the history of the Democrats. It's amazing. It really is. And you look at what they did. They brought illegals in here. They kicked our kids out of school, put illegals in our school, kicked our people that was on social assistance, kicked them out and put illegals in there. And for them to even be in the race, for them to even be in a political race this time around, it's an absolute shit fest for the perspective and thinking of black people. And for all you that think that any Democrat being in office is there's going to be any upside to it, for that I'll say Negro please.